Hi, I'm Naomi, and Naomi Fong, and I am a veteran and an MST survivor. It's been a long road and a long journey to be here today. A little bit about me. I grew up in Peterborough, Ontario. I went away to school in Timmins, and actually today I ran into someone that used to mentor me back when I was in college, a pre-service firefighter in Northern College, and then the paramedic program. And then I joined the military, and I spent just over 9 years in the military, and then I had to release from the PTSD and the mental health issues that came about from the sexual trauma that I experienced, among many things, during my time in. I went back to school for a social service worker program in 2016 to 2018, and I, at the time, had been also finding interest in powerlifting and just strength training and building myself up to be the strongest woman I could be. And people encouraged me to apply for the Invictus Games, and I was there with Donna, and we were teammates, and it was a very transformative, powerful time. I came out publicly, still kind of quietly, but more publicly, about sexual assault in the military and how that affected me, and how I was going through my life to make myself have I've always wanted to have a good life, just like a lot of people, probably most people. Flashing back here, I was in and out of foster homes, and I had a really turbulent upbringing. And so turbulence was normal to me, and trauma was kind of normalized as well. So in the military, you just kind of sucked it up and went through it. And then I spoke about it, and it was a big turning point for me to find healing within myself around an area that, you feel shame whether you should or you shouldn't. We experience all these emotions that surround it, and it was about processing it and trying to be more comfortable with that. And that takes practice, and it changed. And I learned to be okay with myself, and then I learned to be a friend with myself. And then eventually I had moments where I was able to love myself again. And that was really powerful, because that's something that was a struggle for me. And I started writing poetry in 2018 when I was doing training for the games, and it was a new outlet for me to express my emotions and started healing some more in a realm that I kept quieter to myself, but it was always loud in the background. And then in 2020, I ended up being diagnosed with a brain tumor, and that was kind of like alarming, because I felt like I knew what I was doing, and then I kind of got railroaded again, and it was, what do I do now? So I wanted to put together the poetry that I had written that helped me through very challenging times in my life. I wanted to share something with the world that could let people know that they're not alone, and that strong emotions, it's okay that we feel them, because a lot of people feel them, but in the silence. But I also wanted to share something that offered hope and healing, and that reminded us that we are our own light. We can be our friend, and we can be our best ally for our mental health and well-being. And I would like to share a poem with you today from this book that I wrote. And okay. Woman on Fire 2. Womanly curves, contour lines, a roadway on her map. She's constructing a bridge for her route. She wants to mend the gap and reach new ground, or return to the old. From north to south, scanning up and down, rising in the east. On a quest for the west, a place to settle, her body, her vessel. As water levels rise, there are moments she feels the waves crash, the fear of drowning in the swells. Flames to sparks, sparks to an ember, smoke clouds in her eyes. Is this demise? The temple she occupies is strong. She has put in time in. Her masterpiece of work will bear the seas. She falls on her knees, humbled by the storm, sheltered yet exposing herself to the elements. She looks around her. Life has crumbled, a woman in amongst the wreckage. Wreckage of a broken system, broken lines, washed out ways. What's left? All that she needs? An internal compass. She stands upon and spark within, heart. For she is blessed. She may not know it, but she has all that she needs. Phoenix rises from the ashes of all that is now. The wind whispers in her ear, sweet tones of nature, warm on her breath. The fire within burns bright. What was sparked now burns wild, for she fanned her own flame, day to night, night to day. Love, 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 I am, woman on fire. Thank you for letting me share that with you.